Very good day, guys. Welcome back. Today, in this video, we are going to discuss about the histology of the muscles. So, as we know, there are the three types of muscle. The first one is the skeletal muscle, the other is cardiac muscle, and smooth muscle. Okay. So, in this video, we are going to discuss about the cardiac muscle, the histology of the cardiac muscle. So as you can see, I have mounted on the microscope under the low power cardiac muscle slide. So as we know, during the embryonic development in the primitive heart tube, the mesodermal cells, they are aligned to in the chain-like arrangement. They are not fusing with each other as in the skeletal muscle multinucleated cells, but instead they are forming the complex junction between the extended processes, and the cells within the fibers are branching and bind to cells in the adjacent fibers. Okay, so they are having the branching and anastomosing patterns between the muscle fibers of the heart in the cardiac muscles. Okay, so therefore each muscle cell or the cardiomyocyte is having the single nucleus in the centrally located, and they are interconnecting with the adjacent muscle fibers. Okay, so the structure under the microscope, it looked like the interwoven in fashion, that is providing the characteristic wave of the contraction leading to the wringing out of the heart ventricles. Okay, so the interdigitating processes where they are being held together. So these regions are known as of the contact is known as the intercalated disc. So this intercalated disc on the transverse region, it is a step like, it is having the abundant desmosomes and other adherent junction and also the gap junction in the longitudinal region. Okay, so this gap junction is forming the electrical synapses, which is allowing the contraction signals to pass from cell to cell as a single wave. So this cardiac muscle cell, as I told you, it is having the central nuclei and myofibrils that are less dense and organized than those of the skeletal muscle. So also these cells are smooth, often branched, so allowing the muscle fibers to interweave in more complicated arrangement within the fascicles that produces an efficient contraction mechanism for emptying the heart ventricle or heart chambers. So in the mature cardiac cells, they are approximately 15 micron in diameter, and in the length they are having dimension of 85 to 100 micron. And it is also showing the cross striation as in the skeletal muscle. But each cardiac muscle cell is possessing only one or two centrally located pale nucleus. Okay, very good. And this muscle cell, each muscle cells are surrounded by delicate connective tissue of the endomysium, containing the rich capillary network in between them. And also the main characteristic feature of the cardiac muscle is also the presence of the dark staining transverse line that cross the chains of the cardiac cells at irregular intervals. So intercalated disc. So these are representing the interface between adjacent muscle cells, and it is having the many junctional complexes. So desmosome and the fascia adherents are there in the transverse region, and also the gap junction in the longitudinal portions are present. So these gap junction are acting as the electrical synapses. Okay. So here you can see the wave-like patterns of these cardiac muscles. So if you see, these muscle fibers are seem to be running continuously in a single fiber bundles, but not. They are separate cells, but they are interconnected to each other with the branching pattern and continue with each other with the help of the intercalated disc. Okay, you can see here all this. So you will not find this branching and anastomosis pattern in the skeletal muscle. You will only find in cardiac muscle. In the ultrastructure of the cardiac muscle, you can find the same striation as in the skeletal muscle. Therefore, it is also known as the striated muscle, but not. It is also involuntary because it is not under the voluntary control. Okay, guys. So again, we'll see. Okay, so each muscle fibers or each muscle cell actually, each muscle cell is separated from each other with the delicate connective tissue of the known as the endomysium, and each muscle fiber, each muscle fascicle is separated by the perimysium. Here you can see the perimysium are separating the muscle fascicle, but in muscle fascicle you can see here as it is continuing with each other through the gap junction. The cytoplasm are continuous with through the gap junction, acting as the synaptic signals, synaptic channels. Okay. So there is a fast movement of the action potential between the cells due to the presence of the gap junction in the intercalated disc. So I will focus on the high power of the microscope. So this is the high power of the view of the cardiac muscle. So you can see how they are branching with each other here. Okay, guys. So this was all about the anatomy of the cardiac muscle. So we'll stop here and we'll wait for the next video also like this. So thank you very much for your patience and listening, and then till the next video, goodbye. Thank you very much.